Oh, hi, everybody. Welcome to the 8th edition of Bracket Battles. Totally original show hosted by me, JPO, Jordan Pierce Owens, everyone's favorite Jordan in the leagues. I'm joining here by not one, not two, not three, but four awesome people that are totally on time. Jacob Barber, how you doing?
Doing well. Yeah, no, this is a great concept for a show. I don't know how
Thank
you
you.
came up with it, but
I'm a genius.
good good on you. 'Cause I'm excited.
Added to my other original shows like Twibic, there will be quizzes. My other original shows like Rank It. Man, God, I'm a damn genius. Speaking of geniuses, Tato.
Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Um, I don't know, man. Fucking, I'm cool. I'm hip. 6'7".
Hey,
Jackson.
speaking of 7 inches of joy, Brian.
You moved me, and now I can't lick on that candy cane down there.
No.
You got one in the corner.
And he's a big fan of the Robert De Niro Wesley Snipes movie. By that I mean the fan, because it's really loud still. How you doing, Richie?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm totally good. You can also catch me on my channel, the TV Villain, which is no affiliate to other channels, except to the other channels on in this space. So yeah,
We've got 64 movies we're going to discuss here, but they're in tournament fight style, tournament bracket styles, tournament fights. What is that? Tournament bracket styles, where they're going to fight each other. We're going to decide which the better movie is. If you haven't seen both, suck it, vote for a movie anyway. The first two movies randomly picked together here for the decade of the 2000s. We have $1 Million Baby and Adaptation. Richie, you're on the bottom. Go.
a strong bottom. That's what I'm saying. Oh dear. Yeah, cool. Two very different movies. The $1 Million Baby is good, but I don't think it has rewatchability. I think adaptation does. And I think it's got great writing. So I'll go adaptation.
Brian.
Million Dollar Baby, like most Clint Eastwood movies, is a giant snore fest. Have no interest in ever watching them again, so easy pick for adaptation.
Chris, even in the chat, watch your S's, man. I'm just trying to get you points. I'm just trying to get you points for the future. Learn what has S's and don't. Tato?
Again, Chris Diaz is kind of like Caleb Williams in that he'll pull some solid ass trivia questions and shit. He's capable of that, but then he'll just miss that wide open receiver. It is fantastic. Without knowing anything about either of these films, though, I am obligated to go with the sports movie by nature. So, $1 Million Baby. I'm sorry I betrayed you instantly.
Right away to Oscar winner and a Charlie Kaufman movie breaking my heart. Yeah, I think this is a good race. I think Million Baby is really good here. I think Hilary Swank's giving a really good performance, but I am more of a Charlie Kaufman script guy. This is the movie I saw first, movie I go back to. Again, different kind of movies, which we're going to find out a lot tonight. But I'm going to lean towards adaptation. Barber.
Yeah, that's a weird order to go in, but okay.
I was thinking.
I was very confused. I would have went $1 Million Baby. I haven't seen adaptation.
Oh, I did skip you for some weird reason.
I know. I thought you were just like talking, then you started talking about the movies. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna let him finish. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll be a
Sorry.
bit after. But I haven't seen adaptation. I've heard nothing but good things. So I'll go with $1 Million Baby.
Yeah, Chris, and Multiplex coming soon. I believe adaptation though will squeak out the win here though. Hot Fuzz versus School of Rock.
Ooh.
That's a banger, Brian. I know you probably hate one of these.
I don't dislike Hot Fuzz, but I think I watched it once when it came out. I don't know if I watched it since. I never loved it as much as most people. Meanwhile, Hot Fuzz, I really love. The whole Edgar Wright trilogy is great. So, yeah, Hot Fuzz for me.
Tato?
I on the flip side of the coin, I do genuinely love both of these movies, but School of Rock does edge it out for me, just by a long rock and roll hair. Sorry, School of Rock.
Jacob?
Yeah, I really enjoy both these movies. So for me, it just comes down to I think which one have I revisited more, and that has been School of Rock. So I'll go with School of Rock.
Super tough. This could be a finals as far as I'm concerned, or at least another round. But as far as just which one in its own genre that is just that much more perfect, I gotta go School of Rock as well. Actually, Richie.
So, yeah, tough to one of my one of my favorite movies here. School of Rock, by the way, has Mike White in it, who created White Lotus. We'd have the trivia note after the fact. Like, oh yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah.
He also wrote Year of the Dog with Molly Shannon, but
Yeah, well,
fun fact, Jack Black, Mike White, and Sarah Silverman, all colorful actors.
yes, exactly.
Colorful. They're all white.
I'll go Hot Fuzz by a hair.
cool. Doesn't matter. School of Rock won. Oh, Ant-Man was here, but then realized maybe he wasn't in the game. So Ant-Man, love you. We've got Whale Rider and Moulin Rouge. Tato, I know these are your favorites.
No, so have only seen Moulin Rouge. I do genuinely love the fuck out of that movie, though. So that is an easy pass on for me.
Moulin Rouge is your pick.
Yes.
Barber?
I haven't actually seen either of these movies, but the one that I would probably watch first out of these two is Moulin Rouge, so I'll go with that one.
I got easily go Whale Rider here. I think she gives a great performance, and unfortunately didn't really do a hell of a lot afterwards. And no, it was a really good movie about that culture. And Moulin Rouge is not my cup of tea. Richie?
Hey, Keisha Castle Hughes is in one of those FBI TV shows. I don't know.
Once again, she did not do much afterwards. Richie?
I agree. I know. Look, I'm gonna go Whale Rider, and look, and because it's a Kiwi film and it's actually really good. And Moulin Rouge is not my cup of tea, and yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing Brian rant about Moulin Rouge.
Brian, what's the difference here?
I'm not sure if he thinks I'm going to rant for or against it. First of all, Keisha Castle Hughes did play the Queen of Naboo in Revenge of the Sith, so put some respect on her name, goddammit. She's also Mary in the Nativity Story. She's mother of Jesus. God.
Jesus
Moulin Rouge,
Christ.
easy pick for me. I like Keisha Castle Hughes. Whale Rider was a decent movie, but Moulin Rouge is like one of my all-time favorites. I love the fuck out of it.
Oh, I had this Nelson Mandela effect in my head that you hated it when I was watching the.
No, not at all.
But back in the day when I was watching, was it the Your List Sucks, whatever? But yeah.
I think you might be mixing it up with Kung Pao.
yeah, I mix up Moulin Rouge and Kung Pao all the time. It's just a weird thing.
They're very similar movies. So.
It's not letting me advance Moulin Rouge. We'll figure this out in a second. Zodiac versus Finding Nemo. Jacob.
Oh,
what's that top movie?
Zodiac.
Oh, okay.
what a matchup that is. Two very similar movies. They're both trying to find someone. But no, I've seen Zodiac only a couple times, and I've revisited Finding Nemo quite a bit. I'm a big animation guy, so I'll go Finding Nemo.
I don't know. I think it's weird to always go by the rewatch thing. I'm like, yeah, of course you've seen Finding Nemo more than Zodiac. It's way more digestible, shorter. They're both again really great in their own respective genres. Damn, I hate going with the Childer one again, but I'm also going to lean slightly towards Nemo, just a smidge though.
But you make fun of my reason for voting and then vote for the same thing.
Yeah, I had a better reason. Richie? I'm just saying, whenever someone uses that, they're like, I don't know, I do watch Big Daddy more than Requiem for a Dream. Of course you do. Make it a better movie. I think Joe Dirt more.
I mean, some people probably do. It just means they live a very depressed life if they live. But look, this brings my fan fiction together, where Nemo is revealed to be the Zodiac killer. Very weird. But I will. Yeah, honestly, much as I want to pick apart your logic, it's good logic because I don't know. It's not Zodiac's not one movie that you sit down and go, yeah, I'm gonna watch this multiple times throughout like the year. So Finding Nemo, Finding Nemo is
Of
enjoyable.
course you're not. Why would you 3 hours killer movie? Anyway, Brian, what's your
I
favorite between these two movies?
invite people onto your show and then make fun of them for their voting reasons. You're
Hey,
really gonna
I'll
get
run
people-
my shows how I want to run my shows, which is on time. Then I can bitch about it. We all have our cues, Brian.
I don't use necessarily rewatchability. I mean, I do vote for which is my favorite movie, not which is the best movie, because that's not always the same by far. But I still would vote for Zodiac in this one because I mean, just a great cast across the board. David Fincher, Nemo is actually one of Pixar's better movies, but between the two, I gotta go Zodiac.
We'll talk about your Pixar opinions later, Brian.
Yeah, Lightyear.
Did you say me? Sorry.
Sorry, Chris. Yeah, you're after Brian. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how cycles work, man. I will take Nemo here. I do have yet to get to Zodiac, but I do enjoy Nemo quite a bit.
Hey, we found the next guy to advance. Napoleon Dynamite and Serenity. It's me. I have some charm with Napoleon Dynamite, but it's never actually been that next level, like love of mine. Even when it first came out, like right away, I was like, yeah, there's some laughs in this. But Serenity, I think, is great, based on the Firefly show, of course. It's a really dope film. Richie?
And Serenity, moving on, carrying on.
I actually, this is good safe space. I don't like Napoleon Dynamite really at all. I don't get it. Like who would live in Idaho really? I don't know. Some other people, some other streamer probably. I don't know. I don't know. I've never really, it's never really gelled with me. I don't know. I tried to get into it when it became of this big, people like had this big fervor over it, and 2004 it just didn't grab me. But Serenity's great, and so I go Serenity.
Gosh, Brian, just vote.
I would honestly quit this stream if Napoleon Dynamite made it out of round one, much less won the whole thing. So, yeah, fuck Napoleon Dynamite, and especially against Serenity. I mean, Serenity is for me so far is like a front runner to win this whole thing. No way is even a question here.
Tatum, vote for Napoleon Dynamite. Do it.
Okay, so recent first time, long time appearance for Napoleon Dynamite. Still did not like the movie. I will give it a slight nod for being quotable as hell. It is that, but Serenity is just something that I am not yet a fan of. That I know I will be when I get there. I'm gonna love that whole universe.
You will.
Jacob, I know for a fact you were eating tater tots earlier. What's your vote here?
Well, I've seen Napoleon Dynamite more, so I'm going to vote for Serenity.
Hey, Little Miss Sunshine and Bender like Beckham. Richie.
And it. Don't
I know.
assume
I
the
was trying to
gender.
make a joke.
I think I saw Ben like Beckham the first time at school for whatever reason. It was I don't know, not really my thing. Even though I feel like football or soccer is probably more prevalent here than maybe in America. Certainly more prevalent in the UK. But I don't know. Little Miss Sunshine is a ray of sunshine. I think it's a sweet movie. Okay, it's got a lot of heart to it, and it's fun. And then Paul Dano is a good actor. Fuck you, Quentin Tarantino. But this, your weird, out of left field hate of this guy who's done nothing wrong to you. Anyway, Little Miss Sunshine.
Brian.
Hot take: Quentin Tarantino might have been rude, but he wasn't wrong. Paul Dano's bland as shit. And I don't really like that. But that being said, I mean, Little Miss Sunshine is a decent movie. Ben like Beckham's a decent movie. I don't really have a favorite in this match. I honestly wonder what you left off the bracket that both of these made it on. If I gotta vote for one, let's vote for Kira. Ben like Beckham.
Tato, what you thinking?
Yeah, I saw Bend It Like Beckham 20 years ago, which is still wild to me to say that, like, not only have I seen movies 20 years ago, that's obvious, but, like, there's a movie I watched 20 years ago and then just never watched again, and there's lots of them. It is fucked up. That said, I adore Little Miss Sunshine. I like Dano. Fucking, I'm definitely against Tarantino on that one, but hey, shit happens. Not every fucking actor can be everyone's cup of tea, to borrow that phrase that has been used, but Little Miss Sunshine here.
I had to make or my friend called me. Shout out to Dutch if you're still watching. What was Richie's vote? I wasn't able to pay attention.
Sunshine?
Okay. Gosh, I live in sunshine. That's right.
All right, and Brian did one now,
Beckham.
Bend It Like Beckham.
and then Tato said one now,
Sunshine.
and then Jacob was gonna say one now.
Well, this time I will vote for the movie that I've seen more because I haven't seen Bend It Like Beckham, so I'll go for Little Miss Sunshine. I do enjoy it. I think it's a good movie.
I gotta go Little Miss Sunshine as well. I like Been Like Beckham. It's actually a movie that worked more for me than I thought it would, on paper. But yeah, I do really like Little Miss Sunshine here. Steve Carell is fantastic, I think. And that piece of shit Paul Dano somehow figured it out. Am I right, Quentin? God damn it! Why is this fucking top bubble not fucking? Okay. Glorious Bastards.
The bigger offense in Quentin
Quentin
Tarantino's
Tarantino
is
has
Matthew Lillard. Just the-
Oh, yeah, that worked for some reason. Hey, Bastards and Glorious Bastards versus Memento. Brian?
There you go.
Inglourious Bastards, good Quentin Tarantino movie. Highly overrated Quentin Tarantino movie though. There's so many more that are better. Memento is still probably one of my favorite Christopher Nolan movies. It's before he got too pretentious and full of himself. So I'm gonna go with Memento.
Alrighty, and Tato?
So I've still only seen Derek Comedy's Memory Loss, so that's what I'm basing this on, as always.
It's a video game joystick, Tato.
It's not a mouth-based video game. Bastard's not my favorite Tarantino movie, but I like it enough, and since we're still, we're still the movie trivia schmodown, we're legally obligated to suck Sam Levine's dick off. I like Sam. He's a good guy. I'm fucking around.
We have to have done that yet.
It's a must. Schmodown, are you coming back yet? Tell me you're coming back.
Come back.
Christian, are you watching? I know you're watching, Christian. What'd you vote for?
Bastards.
All right, Barber, how much have you sucked off Sam Levine, and what's your vote?
Wow.
I have not, and I will not.
This is why the show got canceled, guys.
Yeah, it's my fault. You're welcome. Yeah, no, I recently for the first time watched both of these movies. I think in the last year to a year and a half, I was late on both of them, and I enjoyed both of them. I think for me, I think the story was just a little more intriguing and engaging in Memento, so I'm gonna go with Memento.
Hey, there's my boy Dutch, and now I'm glad you're here, but you're wrong. I love Glorious Bastards. I didn't know you weren't a fan. No, I like Memento. That is one funny enough that we talked about repeatability. I do think definitely is like easily the best the first time because later on you can see things from kind of different angles, but it's not one I go back to often. Am I right, Jacob? But Blasters, I love the trail. I wish there was an even longer cut. I would watch that.
Who
So I'll
cares
go
if you
for
go back
Bastards.
to it or not? Vote for the better movie.
I am Bastards. Richie?
Yeah, I'm gonna go bastards here. I like how Australians say bastards different to Americans. You say bastards, we say bastards. It's an interesting thing. But Inglorious, I'm gonna go for Inglorious, and just because I don't know, I think it's really good. I think the first scene in Inglorious is like one of the scenes in Quentin Tarantino film. I love that first scene, and Memento is good. But yeah, I don't know. I think he's wind down the pretentiousness. To be honest, I think Tenet was at his most pretentious, and he's like, okay, I'll wind it back a little bit. Fine.
We'll see. So yeah, Bastards, I believe we'll move on. High five. It's Borat versus I'm a stripper. It's Aaron. Tato?
I have not seen either of these movies. I'm a bad
Really?
person. But Borat has made me laugh by transitive property a significant amount, so I will take Borat.
But you've watched the reaction, probably. Jacob!
Yeah, no,
Oh, maybe I have.
I enjoy matchups where it's a movie I've seen against a movie I haven't seen because it makes voting really easy, especially when I enjoy said movie I have seen, and that movie would be Borat. Yeah, I think it's a great comedy. So
High five, my wife. Yeah, I was definitely 16 and loving and said those all the time while I played Halo. Which I still play Halo and I still say those quotes. I haven't aged at all or grown up at all. That's what my last ex said. Shut up. I do like Borat, but at the same time, I am more of a sucker for just a really good written and directed, drama with even some fun comedy in that. I respect that more, and that's harder to do to a degree. So I'm gonna go Aaron Brockovich. Richie,
with all the juice,
Yeah, I remember. But I bought the DVD of Borat. It came with a free mankini. Damn it! Sorry, and my keep freeze. I bought the DVD of Borat. It came with a nope. What? All right. Am I back?
Mankini, what's your vote?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. And I was going to tell a story, but there's fucking internet had different ideas. Yeah, Borat, because yeah, rewatchability, and it's very funny, and I love Sacha
Brian.
Baron Cohen. Yeah,
I
Brian,
knew Borat was going to win here because of rewatchability and quotability, but honestly, it's Sacha Baron Cohen's least funny film. Honestly, wait, no, I forgot Bruno exists. Never mind, but it's down there. Borat's got funny moments, but it's just like it's another one of those that's super duper overrated. Aaron Brockovich is not like a favorite of mine or anything, but between the two, I would have voted for Aaron.
yeah, the wrong kid died. But Borat won. Best in Show versus Walk the Line. Barber.
It's the worst bracket ever.
Or Tato. Whoever's first. I don't know anymore.
It's not me.
it's
Barber.
me.
That's right. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. Funny enough, I watched Best in Show for a movie battleground, and it was fine. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was fine. I think Walk the Line is a really good biopic. I think some great performances. So I'm gonna go with Walk the Line.
That's a tight one here. I like the Christopher Guest movies here. Probably could like him a little more too. When I first saw Best in Show, I was like, oh, that's kind of quirky, but all right. I always like to Walk the Line though. Another good Joaquin performance. Obviously, when you see Walk Hard, it kind of poofs at it, and you definitely see that in later watches. But I still think it's a good biopic. So, the Walk the Line, Richie.
I like a good sort of mockumentary, a good spoof. I like most of Chris Guest stuff, but he hasn't really made like one since that Mascots movie, which wasn't great. But Best in Show, I think, is one of his better ones. So, and Walk the Line is good, but yes, I think maybe Walk Hard did hurt it a little bit. Although I still enjoy Walk the Line, but I'll go Best in Show.
Right.
I wanted to like Best in Show a lot more than I did because I like the cast and everything, but these mockumentaries, some of them just have too much improv and stuff, and just doesn't really work for me. But that being said, Walk the Line. I think I don't like Joaquin Phoenix in I think anything ever except maybe Gladiator, and that was just because he's supposed to be a whiny little bitch, so he played that well. And I don't care about Johnny Cash, so Best in Show.
All right, and it's all the way back to and left up to Tato.
Oh. All right. And without having seen these, I do think Best in Show is a comedy that could be in my oeuvre. So I will go with that on that. And, I know Jamie Lee watches, so.
I'm always wondering why she's never in them. That's always been something I'm kind of perplexed by. But yeah, Best in Show. We'll move on. Shout out to everyone watching, by the way. Appreciate your views. Superbad versus In Bruges.
Oh,
It's a fun one.
You.
My turn.
Yeah. Oh, good. I can go last.
Yeah, so you got some time to mull it over here. I'll keep it simple though. Well, I do like In Bruges. I'll say again for its own kind of respective genres. Well, In Bruges is also a comedy to a large degree. Superbad, I think, is the one I'm going to have to go to here. One that's grown on me more and more. In Bruges is also kind of grown on me too, a little bit to a degree, but Superbad is where I'm leaning towards here. Good rewatchability. Richie.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you would opine a bit more, but you know.
When I was a young boy, my father took me to see Superbad in a marching band. I don't know. There you go, Richie. Now what you got?
I don't know why they were in a marching band. Hopefully, they didn't make Anyway, in Bruges is great, but it's really bad. I think is Judd Apatow's best comedy. It's up there with it's up there with like it's either that or 40-year-old version. But yeah, I think it just holds up, and yeah, I think it's fantastic. And yeah, so I'll go super bad.
Brian.
Do you make these brackets manually or do you randomize them?
Randomize.
Okay, because you have so many shitty movies together, and movies that are going to move on to future rounds that shouldn't because neither of them could. And then you put two that honestly could be like, at least top 4 for me.
I did just piss you off mostly.
I think you do. I love both these movies. They're definitely very different movies and different styles of comedy. I mean, it's going to win anyway, but I'll vote for it too. Superbad.
Alrighty, Tato. Doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah, I do love the fuck out of both of these movies, both easily in the top 5 of movies we've seen so far, probably top 4 and 3 even. I am going to go In Bruges here, actually. I do. I think it's just a pinch more unique, and it just, like, there's other places to get Superbad's humor, and there are some other types of dark comedies like In Bruges too, but nothing hits quite the same way In Bruges does. So, In Bruges.
All right, Barbara, what would you have said?
You go. I don't really.
I would have said In Bruges also. I enjoy Superbad. I think it's a really good comedy, but I like the performances and the writing better in Bruges.
Ah, you could have made a difference, Brian, but you didn't.
Do you like those two enough, Tato, to be on your top 64 on tournament fights?
What? There'll Be Blood versus Donnie Darko is your next one here. Richie.
That was a worth it one.
Richie?
Yeah. I guess I'm wigging out a bit with internet connection.
There'll Be Blood, Donnie Darko.
Yeah. Donnie Darko is great. I like it a lot. But yeah, man, don't know if it's the Paul Dano thing. Paul Dano is great in this movie. But then there was the powerhouse performance. Actually, I saw that recently saw that SNL skit with Bill Hader. I've abandoned my child. Here I am. Oh, there you are. I'll go There'll Be Blood, but yeah, I wish these were on different sides of the bracket.
Brian.
Why is Richie always first on Dano flicks? That's just weird. I'll take In Bruges either over these, by the way. Even though it's not really my kind of flick, I'll go with There'll Be Blood. Because, I mean, the performance, especially Dan Day-Lewis, is like one of the best performances of all time. And it is a good movie. It's another one of those that I don't love like a lot of people do. Donnie Darko has its moments, but it's also kind of a pretentious mess. So, There'll Be Blood.
What do you think about Paul Dano? Paul Dano's a Tim's.
Tato.
Fucking Darko. Darko is our religion.
Is that your vote?
I don't get that reference.
Oh, I do. It's a Smithy thing. But is that your vote, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Jacob?
Just trying to save time.
I know, but it's something to know for sure. I don't know if we're just referencing her. Jacob?
Yeah, hopefully my internet seems to be cutting in and out, so hopefully you guys can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go with There Will Be Blood. I've seen Donnie Darko the one time. Don't care to go back to it. And not because I don't. I just it was fine. I just okay, cool. I'm glad I watched it. But There Will Be Blood, I think, has some fantastic performances. So I'll go with that.
Yeah, I have some respect for Donnie Darko, but I think there's more greatness in There Will Be Blood. I don't necessarily suck at the tea of it like some people, but I do agree that Daniel Day's given a great performance, and I guess Daniel's fine. Um, District 9. Hey, working for a dream, Brian.
Two decent movies. I'll vote for In Bruges here too. District 9.
And Tito
District 9.
and Jacob.
I haven't seen either, but I'd probably watch District 9 first.
Working for a Dream, one of the great Marlon Wayans performances, and ass baby. Rich.
I'm too. I feel like I'm too happy to watch Requiem for a Dream. So District 9.
The Hurt Locker, Tropic Thunder, Tato.
Yeah, I mean, you got one of the greatest war movies ever made, and I've never actually seen The Hurt Locker, so I don't know what it's about. I'm going to take Tropic Thunder here.
Jacob.
Oh yeah, see, my fucking internet. I don't know what's going on with it. I might drop out and come back in after I give my vote.
Okay.
Yeah, two war movies. I like my war with a little comedy, so I'll go with Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, no, I do really like the Hurt Locker. There's some good tense moments there, but again, I think Tropic Thunder is also an all timer in its league for me. So Tropic Thunder, Richie.
Yeah, I like my war with blackface joke that people don't really understand until later on. Yeah. But so I'll go Tropic Thunder, which is the more rewatchability of than Hurt Locker, but I do like Hurt Locker a lot, so I'll go Tropic Thunder.
Brian.
I only even remember like one scene from Hurt Locker, so I'd vote for Tropic Thunder.
I have the clean sweep for Tropic Thunder. It's a Departed, you cocksuckers, and 40-year-old virgin, you cocksuckers. So quit looking at me like that, Brian.
Stop matching them up like this, Jesus. Too many shitty ones are getting through when they shouldn't.
I think it's me. It's a thinker. Because again, in their respective genres, these are tops of their years, of their decades. Ooh. Usually I don't take this long to make my vote. I'm gonna go to Departed. Richie?
Leads over here.
I feel like in recent years, there's been this thing where it's like, we got there's like negative reaction now to Departed, like it's overrated, and I don't get that at all. Departed is great, but it's going against one of my favorite comedies of all time, so I will make it close, and I'll go 40-year-old virgin.
Brian?
I will vote for Departed with hard R, because none of this Departed crap.
Cocksucker. Tato?
You're muted.
Sorry, Train. Yeah, I had to take a minute to pause on this one as well. Departed is fantastic. Pretty fucking perfect up until that shot of the rat at the end. I will take 40-year-old virgin here.
What a wonderful review of a movie that go, I'm not voting for it. Jacob?
Yeah, no, this one's actually fairly easy for me. I think the 40-year-old virgin is just okay. So I think The Departed has some pretty decent performances. So and yeah, I enjoyed the movie, so I'll go with The Departed.
And Brian, you said Departed, right?
Yes.
All right, so Departed or Departed, whichever one you want. We'll move forward. Spider-Man 2? Kill Bill Volume 1. Spider-Man 2, Kill Bill Volume 1.
Really?
Richie.
Why?
Richie.
Why?
Richie.
Yeah.
Richie.
Hello.
Vote.
Yeah, but like what? You could mix up the bracket. This is bullshit.
Nope. Vote.
Uh, uh, Spider-Man 2, I still think is one of the best comic book movies of all time. I love Spider-Man 2. Kill Bill Volume 1 is, I think, it's one of Quentin Tarantino's best films. This is torture. This is annoying. Spider-Man 2 and 8.
Brian.
Kill Bill is probably one of my least favorite Tarantino movies. Below Inglourious Bastards, but still above Death Proof, I think. Spider-Man 2 is probably the best of the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans, although all three Sam Raimi Spider-Mans are worse than all the rest of them. Mostly because Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst are horrible, horrible actors. So I gotta go Kill Bill.
Oh,
What?
the hot take.
Tito.
At least in those movies, they are horrible actors.
Yeah, I will not share Brian's criticism to the T there. I do like Spider-Man 2 quite a bit. However, there are a dozen and a half better comic book movies than Spider-Man 2 at this point. And there are not like a whole fuckload of other Kill Bills out there running around, so I'll take Kill Bill.
I think there's only one other Kill Bill, actually.
Exactly.
Jacob. I almost skipped you again, Jacob. I was supposed to go in my vote. I don't know why.
Wow.
Jacob.
Wow. You lose the best friendship, and you just
I admit my faults. That's the big thing.
That's true.
Just admitting your faults comes a long way. I don't know if anyone needs to hear that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
say
Jacob.
sorry every once in a while.
Throw it to my bad instead of like jumping on the guy for calling you out on your bullshit. All right, Jacob. What's it?
Anyway, Kill Bill is probably still one of the bigger blind spots that I have. So, yeah, Spider-Man 2 I think is really good. Doc Ock is a fantastic villain. So, go Spider-Man 2.
I believe that ties it up and leaves it to me.
I had
Maybe?
Kill Bill.
Are you asking us? You're hosting this thing and you're keeping track?
I'm not keeping track.
Brian, you had Kill Bill?
Yeah, me and Tato had Bill.
Barber.
Kill Bill.
You had Kill Bill, Richie?
I had Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Okay, I had Spider-Man. Yeah, so it's a tie.
Yeah, it's tied.
Yeah, it's up to me. So I was right. All right, I'm fucking sure. Okay.
Yeah, but you weren't sure.
If I am flawed, I should maybe write stuff down, but I'm not going to. Kill Bill moves on. Stop yelling at me. Juno, 500 Days of Summer.
Oh, love unconventional love
Brian.
stories.
Brian.
I like both of these movies a lot. Diablo Cody's Juno script is awesome. I love the dialogue and everything in it. The problem is, if we're going to be like you guys talk about rewatchability, I do find it hard to watch Juno now with Elliot being Elliot. It's kind of weird. So I'm going to say 500 Days of Summer.
All right, watch Tato now. Tato.
I have Juno here. I have not seen 500 Days of Summer, so.
Jacob.
I want to piggyback off Brian's logic. It makes sense. So I'll go with 500 Days of Summer as well. But also, 500 Days of Summer is just a really good movie also. So
I actually don't necessarily get the logic. Actors act,
John
people aren't
Travolta
murderers.
in Hairspray.
Yeah, he's not a woman. I was trying to think of a movie like a
Pregnant,
serial
is he?
killer, but I kept thinking of Kevin Spacey, and I was like, well, maybe he is a serial killer. I don't know. So I was like, bad example. He's speaking in a different way. So yeah, no, I both are really good though. 500 Days of Summer, I fell in love with pretty instantly. Juno, I think, is something I've gone back to many times. I love that script and a good ensemble cast too. I think Bateman, J.K., they're all really good. So Richie, it's up to you.
I mean, it makes it easier to watch for me, you know what I mean? And look, I think it's kind of less depressing than 500 Days of Summer, even though it's still a good movie. I'll go Juno.
right, that's the left side. I might have made this one bigger than normal, so it's up to you guys if you want to go faster on
Yes,
the
she
right
said.
side. Let's keep the speed. Yeah, do.
Still going faster than the other show.
Shit.
Hold on. I'm still new. I'm still new at this. I'm still figuring it out. All right, there we go. I figured it
You're
out.
not new. This is the 8th one you've done.
I also but it's also like 2 months apart, so while I'm not new, I constantly forget. All right, does that make more sense?
Remember we started with like letter A or B, and then we just didn't do the rest.
And yeah, just stop.
We're coming back. We're coming back. I don't know, because like it's hard to get people on a panel, and then I don't know if people even care. It's good. It's good to know
You
that you
did this in
remember.
an hour, JPO. What do you mean it's hard to get people on a panel?
That's a good point. All right.
You can't give us downtime. We're just gonna roast you the whole time.
No, I know. I don't like this. Yeah, let's hurry up and get this on. Let's get this on the page here. Born Ultimatum and Shaolin Soccer. Tato.
Oh, egg question 500, easy.
I get it. Barber.
Haven't seen either. And I. Oh.
Oh, okay. We know that. All right.
I know that I'm voting for next round. This round, it's. I don't really know anything about. What is that? Shaolin Soccer? You said.
It's the same guy who did Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh.
Steven.
Go Shaolin Soccer then. I think I might be more interested in that.
Sweet. For me, ooh. I didn't have time to think about it because I was trying to fuck with the graphics. I like the Bourne films. I really do like this style of and substance of both Kung Fu Hustle and Shaolin Soccer. Soccer. David Zucker. Shaolin Soccer will also get my vote. So Richie, doesn't matter. What you think?
It doesn't matter.
I was saying vote wise. It's a joke. What do you think?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I will go. Look, Shaolin Soccer is fun. It's for what it is, but Born Ultimatum is a better movie in my opinion. So I'm gonna go Born Ultimatum.
Right.
Spoiler alert: none of this matters.
I'm surprised I'm surprised this many people have seen Shaolin Soccer. That'd be my vote for this
Hey.
one. Easy.
That's Shaolin Soccer moves on. X2 and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Me, X2. I've never, especially when it first came out and I was like 11, I was like, this is boring as shit. And then I was 20, I was like, I'm still kind of bored. I felt the same when I was 11 and when I was 20. It was weird. Richie?
It's weird that you had a sort of high pitched voice, and it went 20, and it went down so low. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad your balls dropped off for a while.
I found him again.
I know this is a bit tough for me. I think I appreciate Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon more than I like it, if you know what I mean. But X2, I think, is the best of that trilogy, the first trilogy, that we got there. And I watched it not too long ago. I watched it for one of the first Wheeler movies that I took over. So, I'll go that. And I like Brian Cox as a villain. So I'll go X2.
Speaking of Brian, who is also kind of a Cox. Brian.
Okay, Richie's one who said he likes Cox.
Yeah.
I like martial arts movies, even like foreign language ones, but there was that breed of like these big sweeping martial arts dramas that kind of started with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which I was never a fan of. I was like bored to death by those. So X2, easy one.
Like that and House of Flying
Tato?
Dragon.
Yeah, this is gonna go weird, and I had this thought queued up already, so with fucking apologies to Brian. I like X2 well enough, but it's not something that just makes me go back and watch it. I've seen it maybe twice, 3 times since it's come out, and as a Marvel movie, for me, that's really not good. I have not seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, but it's gonna get my vote here.
I would not have guessed that coming. That's crazy.
No. That's one of the worst things you've said all night. Jacob?
That's me, especially coming from Tato. I did not expect that.
Wow.
I think Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is good. I think like the choreography, the stunts, and all that, really good. But I think just as a movie, I think X2 is just better. So I'm gonna go with X2.
Yeah, the right thing one, not the movie you haven't seen that maybe that one was good. Richie, we got Collateral and Sideways.
God damn it, that's actually pretty damn hard to me. I think Sideways is a great comedy. I love the chemistry between Paul Giamatti and Thomas Hayden Church. Um, yeah. Uh, Alexander Payne, it doesn't always hit for me, but it does. He does. Uh, but yeah, Collateral. I wish Tom Cruise played more villains. He's so good in this. I think the soundtrack is really good. Um, I've seen Collateral more times, and I adore that movie a lot. So I'm gonna go Collateral, but I wouldn't mind if Sideways missed it.
Brian.
Two good movies, but two overrated movies because they aren't that good. Between the two, though, I got to go with Collateral.
Tito.
I fucking hate Merlot. I'm gonna go Collateral here. Yeah, no. I saw Sideways when it came out, so it probably wasn't like super age appropriate for it. Maybe I need to go back to it. But Collateral I went back to recently, and it is very fucking good. So Collateral.
You mean you're too young? You're too young to see naked Hayden Church rolling around there? Yeah.
Oh no,
Dude,
that
you're
part
too
I
bad.
like. But
The girl in the scene, by the way, is Missy Dottie. Why do I remember that? Because I'm weird. Jacob.
Yeah, I think the reason I like Sideways so much is because of Paul Giamatti's performance. I think he's just really good in the movie. But I think Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx, like I think them together was just so good. I think so I'm gonna go with Collateral as well, but it was a little closer than I thought.
I think another clean and sweep here for Collateral. The Cruise is so fantastic, and my eyes are on him the whole time. Sideways I like, but I've never, as much as I love Giamatti, it's one of those movies where I'm like, yeah, that was good. One of those Alexander Payne kind of Spanglish movies. I'm like, yeah, it was good. Yeah, what else you got? 28 Days Later and Ghost World. Brian.
Ugh.
Such a old man yells at the cloud energy sometimes from Brian, but I love it.
I don't
it.
like either of these movies. I mean, 28 Days Later is one of those that, like, again, I wanted to like it more than I did. It was decent, but there's definitely had some pacing issues, and I didn't like the way it was filmed and stuff. But Ghost World, I kind of hated that movie. So I'm gonna say 28 Days Later.
Alrighty, Tato.
So on the judging a book by its cover tip, I'm not a huge horror cat, though I do like them when I get dragged into them. But Ghost World looks like, just looking at the cover of it, looks like the type of movie that I just asked for recommendations for a week ago now. So I'm going to go Ghost World here.
All right, tied up at the moment, Jacob.
And I have not seen Ghost World, so I'll go 28 Days Later.
Ghost World's, I like the fun vibe to it here too. Again, they're kind of like, it's a downplay, more chill movie as well, but they're good in it. ScarJo starting to kind of come in their own, see Buscemi, but I do like 28 Days Later. Fast Zombies, man. I'm just blowing my brains out if that exists because I don't have a chance. Richie.
Like Ghost World's fine, but I remember like being this like critical darling when it came out, and I'm like, yeah, it was alright, and I gave it another watch like a couple years ago, and I'm like, again, I was like, yeah, it's fun. 28 Days Later is a fantastic zombie movie, though. So yeah, that'd be good.
All right, so Fast Zombies. Moving on, we have the first Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone taking on Avatar, the best Avatar series out there. Tato.
Oh no! Don't say that.
This motherfucker. I'm gonna take a sec on this one. Avatar is very fucking good. Like, jokes aside, Sorcerer's Stone also like really good. Probably not my favorite in the franchise, but definitely not at the bottom of the barrel either.
Ooh.
No.
Movie wise, no. Book maybe.
Yeah. I'm going to. I'm gonna go Avatar here.
Jacob, we went for Avatar. Are you Pata? Or are you Avatarded? What do you got?
Well, actually, so I can't say whether or not it's the best Avatar series or not because I haven't actually seen any of the Avatar movies yet. Um, so no, and
Fire
I'll go.
X coming up. You've got to binge. No.
Um, I'll go Harry Potter. I enjoy the series. It's not my favorite in the franchise, but I still think it's a really good kickoff of the series.
Yeah, it's a good kickoff, but it's not one I go back to much. Like I like him later on when it gets a little more stakes and the performances are better. Avatar, I think again, not one again. Another one I don't go to back to a lot, but those first couple of watches I think were really good here. I like the world they built a lot, so I'll go Avatar of Richie.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the first Avatar. I think it's overly long and style over substance. Um, Second one's pretty damn good though, which is so it makes me
What?
want. Yeah,
Mm,
makes me keen for the third one. It's look, my opinions. I'm going to speak them.
I was
You
never
can't
heard anyone go.
silence
I don't
me.
like the first one. I haven't heard that yet.
Philosopher's Stone. I'll say Philosopher's Stone because I don't know. Yeah, someone thought you Americans were dumb, so they were like, you. They can't say philosophers, so we'll say sorcerers. Uh, and but like I like it. I do. Yeah, like I agree with the consistency. Like I liked it when they got more mature and the series got more darker and like, sort of scaled back that comedic tone. Got less silly. So, but I don't. I think the first one's pretty good. So I'll go Philosopher's Stone here.
Brian, break the tie. It's up to you.
Well, Philosopher's Stone isn't even an option. Just saying. Um,
Oh, sure. So Avatar wins.
we're in America. No. Being the one person here who didn't grow up with Harry Potter, because I was already old, I don't really have a connection to that. Avatar is not really worthy of being a $2 billion movie like it is. It shouldn't be that successful, but it is a good movie. I think it just gets a lot of hate because it's so successful. I'll vote Avatar.
That's how the kitty cat will move on. Casino Royale and Inside Man. Jacob.
Haven't seen either. Heard more about Casino Royale, and people talk highly of it. And so the one that's probably on my radar more is Casino Royale. So I'll give that one a vote.
Yeah. Old Bond's bore me. Pierce Brosnan was just fine. I didn't really care about Bond until Daniel Craig took over the role and it became a better directed, just action flick. Um, and Inside Man again. I like some of the performances. I actually don't like some of Spike Lee's direction. Actually, I had felt the same way with Highs and Lows. I actually don't love him as a director and or some of his cinematic choices. So I'm gonna go Casino Royale on a couple levels. Reggie.
Yes, it's tough. I I watched Casino Royale in England. My dad was jet lagged, so I don't want. And then yeah, it's like I'm gonna fall asleep. He said, don't worry if I fall asleep. And yeah, no, he loved it. So, but in Inside Man, I like it. I think it's a bit underrated. I like it. It's a good Spike Lee joint. Um, just tough. I'll go Casino Royale, but I do wonder what happened to Clive Owen, by the way. He dropped off. I'll go Casino Royale.
Brian.
Daniel Craig James Bond movies are good, but damn, I wish they'd bring back some of his humor and a little bit more of the lightheartedness that from the earlier movies. But that being said, Inside Man, I didn't like when I first saw it, and then everybody raved about it, so I'm like, oh, I should give that another shot. And I did, and I still didn't see what the big deal was. So Casino Royale.
And not see where that story was going.
I rewatched it and nothing changed.
The story doesn't have a positive ending.
Tato.
Casino Royale.
Barber.
Still Casino Royale.
Cool. I don't remember who said what.
Do I get a second vote
Started
too?
new. No. Some Dog Millionaire. Chicken Run. Who's voting for Chicken Run?
Richie.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll vote for Chicken Run.
I'm
Anyone
voting for
else?
Chicken Run.
Oh shit! All right, I did not see that coming. Uh, Dark Knight, Almost Famous. Anyone voted for Almost Famous?
I'm here
All
Can I
to
right.
vote
say
for it? Can I vote for it over Chicken Run and Slumdog Millionaire?
Nope.
that was
Incredibles Before Sunset. Let's go to Richie. I don't know who we're on. I don't care. Richie, what do you got?
Yeah, I like the Before trilogy, but I think they're really good. I don't. Before Sunset's not my favorite one of the trilogy, but The Incredibles is great. Um, yeah. So yeah, and I thought it's surprising they took us that long for a sequel. From getting the third one, I think was it next year or the year after. But yeah, I think it's one of the best Fantastic Four movies we've gotten. So I'll go The Incredibles.
Ryan?
If this is before Sunrise, it'd probably win for me, but that's obviously
Yeah.
90s. But between these two, Incredibles.
Dano?
Incredibles.
Barber?
Yeah, The Incredibles I think is incredible. So I'm gonna go with Incredibles.
Not surprised. I knew I'd be maybe the only lone wolf in this. I love the Before trilogy. I'd vote for any of them over the Incredibles. I like the Incredibles to a decent amount, but I love those two talking. Star Trek and Lord of the Rings
No,
Fellowship, I believe this is. Brian.
you can insult Lord of the Rings, Brian. Malcolm's not here.
If
Brian?
he wasn't insulted, people know that I have no problem airing my opinions. I don't care what other people think. The Lord of the Rings films are really good, but I'm about Star Trek on this one. I just thought it kind of, reinvented the franchise. It was a lot of fun. I love the cast across the board. J.J. Abrams, who apparently has stopped making movies. So yeah, Star Trek.
All righty. Dano.
Yeah, neither of these are my favorite geek franchises in that world that I'm in, but these are both very excellent movies. I am going to give the nod to Rings.
And Barber.
Yeah, I liked Star Trek a lot more than I thought I would. I wasn't really a big Star Trek guy like growing up, and so when it came out, I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." But then I watched it. It's really good, but yeah, Lord of the Rings, I think, is just one of those trilogies that I can go back to. If I have 19 hours available, I can.
19 hours of walking.
Yes.
Even the trees are walking.
So I'm gonna go Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, no, not the Star Trek. I like the new cast they brought in for this trilogy, but Lord of the Rings, man, I think it's just pretty near flawless for me. And again, I'm not coming in as like a genre fan or an elves/fantasy fan, but they nail it, I think. So, Richie.
I think just based on that this is not my favorite Lord of the Rings movie, and going up against probably the best. I think the first one's the best in that trilogy, and I didn't expect to like Star Trek. I just watched it because it was out, and like, yeah, it's a movie, and I already thoroughly enjoyed it because I'm not a Trekkie. I liked the Next Generation, some of the Next Generation films, but they were just there for me. But yeah, I thought the Star Trek movie was really good, so I would have gone Star Trek, but hey, it's fine.
Loader, moving on.
Not to
The
take
Wrestler. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to get in one quick little hit. Sorry for taking time and stuff. But with that Star Trek, the earlier conversation we were having about Street Fighter, I really hope they Star Trek that Street Fighter movie with the nods to the performances, the way they did Trek, like nodding to Shatner and Nichols and whatnot. Sorry, carry on.
No, rock on. Speaking of Tato, the Wrestler, Lost in Translation.
I have not seen Lost in Translation. Enjoyed The Wrestler quite a bit. Give me Randy Duran.
Jacob.
I think Lost in Translation is really good. I think Scarlett Johansson and Bill Murray, great. But The Wrestler, I think, is just fantastic, and it's one that I can go. I know we say what you want about rewatchability, but man, I can go back to The Wrestler, even though it is a depressing movie at times. I think it handles wrestling, like the behind the scenes stuff, really well. So I'm gonna go with the wrestler.
And JPO votes for Lost in Translation. Richie, what's your vote?
How'd you know, man? I think the wrestler is overrated. Mal, I really love Tokyo. No, I do love the wrestler. It is easily one of two wrestling movies that I highly, highly endorse. Um, this is maybe the sadder version. The other one is Fighting with My Family, but this one I think is great. We're giving a great performance of what just troubling out of not work but necessarily on the indies instead of once in the world class location here. The stuff between his girlfriend, stuff between um, his daughter. I think he fucking kills it. I was just doing that daughter monologue the other night to myself because I'm weird and I do things like that. I do monologues to myself sometimes. Richie?
Pick happy.
Gay. No, just kidding. That's good. That's cute. One of these has Necro Butcher in it, and the other one is the wrestler. No, just kidding. I'll go the wrestler. It is really good. Lost in Translation is good, but yeah, wrestler's more my style.
Brian?
I never really liked the wrestler because I'm Aronofsky. I don't tend to like most of his stuff. Once in a while, he surprises me, like Caught Stealing recently. And Mickey Rourke, I could take or leave. I mean, the movie's it's no body slam. Just saying that. That being said, Lost in Translation, I fucking hate it. I think Sofia Coppola is not a good director. I think she's not a good writer. I think that movie is boring as shit. So I would vote the wrestler.
I was going to say, well, I'm not to that level. I'm also not a huge Lost in Translation fan either. That movie never really grabbed me.
No, Dad. What about you? Fuck you. No,
Also,
Dad.
Brian, would you be surprised if I told you I've never seen Body Slam?
What?
Yeah,
I thought you were like required to watch all the wrestling movies.
I should. I think all the newer ones, the older ones, I haven't.
Oh,
gotten
it's not
to.
particularly good. Don't go and expect a good movie.
No, okay.
I was just making a joke.
Animation round up versus Spirited Away. Jakob Barber.
Yeah, I think both of these movies deserve to move on. But I am gonna go with Spirited Away. I think the story is just more interesting. I think the animation is just a little more beautiful. So yeah, it's tough because I think they're both fantastic, but Spirited Away is gonna get my vote.
Yeah, one of the rare Miyazaki films I've seen is Spirited Away, and I quite dig it, which is weird that I've never really gone to the other ones that everyone keeps raving about. But I know people say with Up is like they're like, oh, it's only in the first 10, 15 minutes. To me, when you can get a 10 out of 10 and the rest of the movie is just like an 8 out of 10, I still think it's a wonderful movie. And I am just a sucker for that beginning and then the wrap up at the end. My God, some of my favorite stuff in cinema history because I am a very, very sad boy. I'm going to go Up. Richie?
I am also very in touch with my emotions.
That's what I meant to say.
Gay. And if that's gay, then I'm Elton John. But I'll pick Spirited Away. I like Spirited Away more.
Brian?
Well, I'm in touch with Richie's emotions. That makes me really gay.
Gay. You know
Oh wait,
how
no, it's
you're
not his emotions. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you know how you're gay.
Unlike Jacob, I think neither of these movies deserves to go on. Unlike JPO,
Okay to be
I
wrong.
think that the first 10 minutes of Up is a 10-10, but the rest of it's like a 1 out of 10.
Oh,
Wow.
fuck you.
The rest of that movie sucks.
Okay, Zach. I don't know if Zach Sheldon walked in the building.
Spirited Away is with me as well. One of the very few Studio Ghibli movies I've actually seen, and I don't like Studio Ghibli movies, so I don't know how to vote here. Just based on the fact that I at least like 10 minutes of it, I'll say Up.
Going up.
Potato?
It doesn't matter what your vote was, Brian. Yeah, no, first 10 minutes, jokes aside, Up is pretty good the whole way through. That 10 minutes is really good, but Spirited Away is just fucking amazing. it's tough because both these movies get hyped up, rightly so, I think, for the most part, but maybe that does end up being too much for some people, and maybe they are a shade overrated as a result. Both awesome. Spirited Away gets my vote.
What did you vote for, Richie?
Spirited Away.
I don't remember. Cool. Royal Tenenbaums versus Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
What are
Do
you
the
gonna
right
vote?
thing, y'all. I will start off by saying, just by an inch, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Maybe one of the most important movies that I ever saw. Richie.
Oh, yeah. No, truthfully though, Rotten Bombs is fine. I'm not a huge like Wes Anderson guy. There's only like a couple of ones where I'm like, that was alright. But I'm just not gonna ever gravitate towards his movies and his style. And Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, while like, you know, I I have to be in the right mood to watch that in the movie. It's still really good. I think it's Jim Carrey's best performance. So Eternal Sunshine.
Brian, what you thinking about these two?
I'm thinking on this whole right side of the bracket, the top half was all really good movies, and this bottom half is all the ones that aren't as good.
Wow.
I mean, Eternal Sunshine, I enjoyed. I don't love it, obviously, like JPO and some people do. That being said, the only good Anderson director is Paul W.S. Wynn Anderson. So I'm going to vote for Eternal Sunshine.
All right, Tato.
So I have not seen Royal Tenenbaums, but I did just write a data question using it. So I might have to give Tenenbaums the vote here on I'll go Eternal Sunshine.
And you go.
Eternal Sunshine.
I know what you're thinking. JPO said he didn't, fix the brackets, but did he make sure he didn't fight Spirited Away or Iron Man? I'll never tell. All right, Brian. Iron Man versus Pan's Labyrinth.
So you've just admitted that this whole bracket is void.
No
You
vote.
know,
All
just
in all.
maybe these 3 rounds, I might have shuffled a little bit again.
Should have.
Iron Man, excellent movie, started off the MCU, is still probably top 10 MCU for me. Pan's Labyrinth is by Guillermo del Toro, who I'm not sure I've actually loved any of his movies. So yeah, it's easy Iron Man for me.
You know what, Jordan? This would never happen on tournament fights.
Yeah, I'm a bastard. I'm a heel. Vote for the Florida 100. Steve Mace is winning. Tato.
To the writers of the community, you can write about more than fruit in foreign language films. I will take Iron Man.
No, grape, and give me the point. Tato.
Hey, they also only write about peaches from Parasite. Come on.
Yeah, no, I haven't actually seen Pan's Labyrinth, and I think Iron Man is really good. Yeah, probably still a top 10 MCU movie. I think it kicked the franchise off really well. So Iron Man.
I like Pan's Labyrinth. I always love what Guillermo does with practical effects for creatures and stuff. This and Hellboy 2. I do think there's tonal issues though. Like I feel like part of this movie, he's like, let's have a PG, wonderful, R-rated murder Nazi movie. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't love it. But Iron Man, yeah, I think it's a really fun joyride. It kicks off everything here. Also has its flaws. Don't get me wrong. But I think especially that initial origin story, I think it's one of the best origin stories we've ever had. So
JPO just trying to put some chinks in the old Iron Man armor for when it faces Eternal Sunshine next round.
No, I figured it's screwed. I didn't break it that much. I just wanted to get a little out of round 1. It would have hurt my feelings. What I'm saying, come on. Does anyone love Obadiah Stane? Come on, I am right. Let's just think about that later on. Richie?
It's weird that Guillermo del Toro sounds a lot like 20-year-old you from before. It's weird that the impression that you did.
I'm Mushnick.
I like Pan's Labyrinth quite a bit, but I think Iron Man turned out to be quite an important movie, and I think it's still one of the given how many MCU movies have come after it, I still think it's one of the better MCU movies, especially one of the one of the best ones that isn't like the Avengers or anything like that. So yeah, I'll go Iron Man. Yeah.
Brian, did you vote?
Yeah, I voted Iron Man.
Ah, sweet. That's what I thought. Shaun of the Dead and Children of Men. That rhymes almost. Barber?
Another easy one. Haven't seen Children of Men, and I think Shaun of the Dead is absolutely fantastic. So Shaun of the Dead.
Children of Men has a couple of really great iconic shots here. Some really well staged like action stuff that goes on for long sequences, almost like you're in the middle of a really dope Universal R-rated ride. But there's also moments really like really down, like just kind of talking, like moving on points here. So it's not a movie that I love in every aspect here. Well, Shaun of the Dead is a movie I've just grown to love and love more and more upon time here, and I think that Edgar Wright trilogy is pretty mwah. So I'll go Shaun of the Dead. Richie?
Yeah, Children of Men is alright. I didn't have love for it. Some other people do. Shaun of the Dead. While I think me personally, I think the other two are slightly better. I still love Shaun of the Dead. I think it's great. So I go Shaun of the Dead.
And Brian?
Yeah, Children of Men is one of those. Like I think other people have said before. Is I respect it more than I enjoyed it. Shaun of the Dead is kind of an all-time classic. I was surprised to see it on here because you've kind of like one per franchise, and technically, I suppose Tornado Trilogy isn't a franchise, but Shaun of the Dead easy.
I think that's how it's really kind of skirted in. Yeah, that's not really considered much of a franchise. I stole this list from Rotten Tomatoes, by the way, for anyone wondering. And then took out some foreign stuff that I was like, I never saw that. I don't want to talk about it. Tato.
Oh, fucking! So you just get to choose to not talk about shit you haven't seen. You fucking fuck.
Yep. Run your own stream, baby.
Anyway, yeah, I was gonna mention when Hot Fuzz came up that I do prefer Shaun of the Dead a touch over it, so I'll take Shaun here.
Sean, moving on. And I fucked up and didn't do enough graphics, so No Country for Old Men. Moving on. I
Really,
swear I
that's
did.
the one
Like,
that gets a freebie.
I think maybe like I just didn't like one of them didn't save right. I don't know what happened. I swear I saved enough graphics, but I don't know. Something didn't make it.
Here, I'll play you a better movie from 2000s. Here we go.
Do you have a clip or something?
Digimon.
What's that?
I said
Oh.
Digimon.
Adaptation School of Rock. This is where you can we can just kind of speedball it if you want.
Wait,
Uh,
you made a Pets of the 2000s and Pirates of the Caribbean's nowhere on here. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't even think I had that on my list too.
Can't believe
I
you
don't
left
even
me
remember
more.
that. Weird. Well, oops.
No
Richie,
Mr. Smith, no Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Holy shit, man.
oh, that movie wasn't high up. I don't think that movie was high up on the list.
Tenacious D? Come on, man.
No, that movie's not even good.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's a huge omission.
American Gangster, Wally, if you wanted a good Pixar. Jesus.
I did purposely skip Wally because I'm a fat guy and I feel like it makes us look bad.
Well, yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll go adaptation here.
Brian,
What is this adaptation and what is
School of
that?
Rock.
Oh, adaptation.
Yeah. Tatum,
School of Cock.
Barber.
School of Rock.
School of Rock. Move on. I'll agree with that. Moulin Rouge, Finding Nemo. I'm just gonna keep it simple so I don't forget. So I'm just gonna kind of do how I do it on ASAD, which is I'm just gonna bookend it with either me or Richie. So me, I'll go Finding Nemo. Jacob
Finding Nemo.
and Barb Tato
Moulin Rouge.
and Brian. Really?
Moulin
Wow.
Rouge.
Really? And Richie.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah, there we go. Fuck out of here, Moulin Rouge. Serenity and Little Miss Sunshine. Richie.
Tough, but Little Miss Sunshine.
Brian.
Serenity.
Tato.
Sunshine.
Brian. Jacob. God damn it, why am I fucking up already?
Sunshine. Remember the Titans? You couldn't put that on? Anyway.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't on the list I saw. It was like almost was like the next one I would have saved, I think.
Mm.
Did you vote? I didn't hear you vote.
Yeah, the Sunshine.
Oh, okay. What did you say, Taylor?
He said Sunshine.
And what did you say, Brian? I know. What
It
did
doesn't matter. I said Serenity.
What did Richie say?
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Oh, okay. So I would have said Serenity as well. That's why I was double checking.
Yeah.
Bastards and Borat. I'll just start with me every time. Bastards.
I'm gonna go Borat.
All right, Potato.
Bastards.
Okay, Brian.
This is the part of the bracket every time where I start to like lose interest because all my good ones are getting voted off. But I'll say Bastards.
And Richie.
Very nice. Boy.
Bastards moves on though. Best in show, Super Bad. And we can piggyback off. I don't need to say everyone's name every time. Am I right? Super Bad.
Super bad.
Super bad.
Bad.
Oh shit! No,
Yeah.
I still want you to go in order though. No, okay,
Superbad.
fuck. I do have to say your names. And then Tato.
I mean, super bad was clearly said more than 3 times.
Okay, well, no, but I'm just saying for future reference. God damn it! Just to make things simple. There will be blood. District 9. I'm gonna say District 9.
There will be blood.
I drank your milkshake.
Right?
District 9, actually.
Oh, Richie.
There'll be blood.
Tropic Thunder Departed. Departed.
Ooh. Tropic Thunder.
Tropic.
Departed.
Party.
Departed moves on.
That was the closest one so far, I think, for me.
Kill Bill Volume 1, Juno. Juno.
Bless you.
Hey,
Did you know that I'm voting for Juno?
Kill Bill.
Comedy.
Juno.
Juno.
I thought that we guys were talking before that wasn't going to happen. All right, moving on to the right side of the bracket. Well, first we got to start at the top.
Could have started at the bottom.
Nope.
Started at the
Shaolin
bottom.
Soccer X2. X2.
X2.
Shaolin.
It's
Right.
actually close for me. Fuck it. Shaolin.
All right, Richie, up to you.
X2.
Well, that's going to happen. That's why I just gave it an extra vote.
Collateral 28 days later. Collateral.
Collateral.
Yo.
Collateral.
A very unenthusiastic vote for Collateral.
Collateral. There you go. I'll give an
Yeah.
enthusiastic vote.
Avatar Casino Royale. Casino Royale.
Casino Royale.
Avatar.
Avatar.
Casino Royale.
Casino Royale. Chicken Run Dark Knight. Dark Knight.
Dark
Right.
Knight.
Chicken Run.
Chicken Run makes the cut, but all these other movies we said don't.
Chicken Run is adorable.
I don't know,
Yeah,
because I
so-
just want to. Cause, okay. I'm pretty sure Tato's with Potato.
Yes.
Do you vote?
Dark Knight.
All right, I just want to make sure because everyone was
Dark
talking
what?
about Dark Incredibles and Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, Lord of the Rings.
Incredibles.
Rings.
Rings.
Incredibles.
Rings was on. The Wrestler, Spirited Away, the Wrestler.
Who cares?
I
Jacob.
do.
No. This question is designed for Jacob Barber specifically.
Spirited Away.
Oh,
Like, let's give him a minute here, please.
he already said Spirited Away. Tato,
Yeah, it's-
Oh, good. Spirited Away.
fuck you both. But fair enough, because it's a really good movie. Brian,
For Marissa Tomei, I'll vote for Wrestler.
That's a
yeah.
good point. That's a good
And
point.
Richie, think about Marissa Tomei, and as I say, the Wrestler versus Spirited Away.
I'll think about Marissa Tomei and I'll turn my camera off and
Hey, Richie, you got one.
wrestler.
Wrestler moves on. Turtle Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Iron Man. Again, guys, that second half of Iron Man, am I right? Turtle Sunshine. Jacob.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Yeah, there's no surprise here. Iron Man.
Richie.
I am Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, damn right, Richie. Shaun of the Dead, No Country for Old Men. Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, No Country for Old Men did nothing to move on. So Shaun of the Dead.
Thanos.
On.
I agree. Even if I like No Country for Old Men, which I don't, I wouldn't vote for it based on its buy round. So Shaun of the Dead.
Hey, that wasn't the movie's fault. No Country for
I
Old
know. I
Men.
was like, now I feel bad. Like, sorry, No Country. I fucked you over again. School of Rock, Finding Nemo. Wow. School of Rock. I'm a live action guy. Jacob.
School of Rock.
School of Rock.
For the first time, I'd vote for Nemo, but it's going to lose. So, what else is new?
School of Rock.
All right. School of Rock. Moving on. Little Miss Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and Glorious Bastards. Oh.
What?
Great
Little Miss
man.
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Final.
Hold on. I'm thinking. I'll say Bastards.
Little Miss Bastard.
Jacob.
Yeah, I think this time I'll go Bastards.
Sunshine.
Bastards.
Sunshine.
Bastards takes it. Super bad. There will be blood. Super bad.
Super bad.
Super bad.
Super bad.
Oh, I don't think it'll be blood.
We like Super bad better than your milkshake.
Super
Departed
blood.
Juno. Departed.
Departed.
Juno.
Departed.
Departed.
Come on. Departed. Over on the right side. Fine. You want to start at the bottom? No, I still don't want to do it. It really bothers me. I don't want to do it. X2 Collateral. I'm still gonna say X2. I like it.
Collateral.
X2.
X2.
Collateral.
Are you fucking with us now, Tato? Like you voted for the one I want you to vote for, but I feel like you're just doing chaos, and I don't like it.
Now I know
like
how
it at
you
all.
feel, Brian. Now I know how you feel.
Casino Royale and Dark Knight. Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
No, that was a genuine vote. That is just the way the cookie crumbled.
No. You didn't even
Yeah.
vote for it against a movie you haven't seen, and I feel like you've seen it like Collateral. You're all over the place, dude.
Yeah. What's he about now?
Oh, Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
We're going to Casino Royale. I'm on an island on myself.
Loader and the Wrestler. I'll say the Wrestler.
Ooh. Wrestler.
Rings.
Loader Foder.
The wrestler.
Oh, Wrestler moving on. Maybe an upset there.
Oh, fuck.
Iron Man. Shaun
Yeah,
of
it's
the Dead.
weird. It's almost as if there's 3 lonely marks in this panel of 5.
Hey, you're gonna watch us see this match with us tomorrow and cry with me. Brian, you're invited too. Come on, see this last match. Streamlord. I'm going Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
Iron Man.
Fuck. Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Cheyenne Man. Yeah. Iron Man.
That's Iron Man. We'll take it.
Hmm?
All right, cool. Making even more progress here. School of Rock and the Glorious Bastards. Ooh. I'll say School of Rock.
School of Rock.
School of Rock.
I'm disgusted how far School of Rock's gonna make it in this thing. Inglorious Bastards.
You're gonna be pissed when it fucking wins.
Yeah, I know. This is why I don't do brackets because it's always like the same shit.
School of Rock.
Super bad. Departed.
Both of those are better than.
Departed.
Departed.
Super bad.
Departed.
Departed.
X2, Dark Knight, Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
I mean, Heath Ledger's Joker is iconic. It's better than anything in X2. But X2 as a whole movie is actually probably better for me. So I'll vote X2, even though it doesn't matter at this point.
Dark Knight.
The Wrestler, Iron Man, The Wrestler.
The Wrestler.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
You think I'd go the wrestler? I know you'd think that because I'm a lonely mark, and you'd be right. Wrestler.
Fuck this. Bro.
Wrestler, moving on. School of Rock versus The Departed. I'll still say I'll switch to Departed.
Yeah, The Departed.
School of Rock.
Departed.
Or the last few on School of Rock this time.
I'll go School of Rock.
Departed moves on. Dark Knight, The Wrestler. The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
No, what if I'm the wrestler? Hello, I just on an island by myself. Let's go.
Alrighty, and we probably could have just said this 2 hours ago that it will end up being The Departed versus Dark Knight, films nobody talks about in the movie circles. I'll say The Departed.
I'll also say The Departed.
Dark Knight.
Departed.
Departed.
And your winner is the greatest movie of the 2000s, according to us on this channel. But well, not totally, because people got mad at what I chose. It's The Departed, taking out all these other films here. And whatever 64 probably should have been, and its graphic didn't save. So yeah, Departed walks out as the winner here. Richie, any plugs, parting words, restaurant recommendations? The floor is yours.
Yeah, you can. Thanks for having me. Yeah, look, I'm glad we got to do a bracket of some description. That was interesting. And yeah, you can find me usually Wheeler Movies, and you should know where to find that. I don't know if I should promote. Yeah, you can find me Wheeler Movies, and we'll do it. Me and Pez will be doing Jingle All the Way next week, and I feel like underrated, but I feel it's rated now. But a good Christmas movie. And yeah, you can catch us, me, Jordan, and Jacob on the Learn the Marks. We actually decided what are we doing this? Is it next week?
Again, this is stuff that's off air, not during your plugs.
I don't even know. I just thought maybe we hadn't discussed anything. We'll work it out, but we will be back. We'll be talking wrestling because that's what we do. We're talking wrestling. And yeah, you can find me on other places. While we love horror, do stuff over there. Do ASATs and other places as well. And yeah.
Yeah. Brian, plugs, parting words, things you're mad at me about, whatever you got.
In addition to all the previously mentioned movies, I will also plug the first Best Picture winner of the 2000s and all-around great film Gladiator, which also didn't make the list.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing. I mean, I have fun hanging out and talking about movies, even if you guys have really shitty opinions.
Whatever. Tato, still don't know your X2 logic. Plugs, parting words. The floor is yours.
Fun fact, I knocked out Wordle in the first half of Richie's outro there, so that was good. I almost missed it. With that said,
I wrote a short novel.
Yeah. Lights Out Trivia, those promised exhibitions actually getting rolling Tuesday night, the 16th. Check us out there. Should be an absolute banger and a half of an entertainment exhibition. Thank you for having. Always fun to talk.
Jacob Barber, last but certainly not least, here on Bracket Battles. If you want to see Jacob in a bracket battle, he's exclusive to this channel.
Dude, I just got Whirlwind too. Anyway.
Did you?
Yeah, I was lucky to start with Train. No, not much plugs. Yeah, Lonely Marks on Thursday. We're gonna talk some wrestling. Probably talk some John Cena since his final match is, less than 24 hours away. And then Lights Out Trivia whenever that's back. Hopefully I can ride the momentum of the tournament and continue to play really well.
For Brian, for Richie, for Tato, for Jacob, for me, for you, everything ever all at once. If you want more bracket battles, I don't know, maybe it depends on how I feel. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Motherfuck, noise. 1, 2.